Hi, welcome back to Pokemon Blue. Welcome also to Bill's house, where we find out that not only is he a Pokemon collector, but he's a scientist who made a machine called the Cell Separator, and pulled the Fly, and got totally combined with the Pokemon. Except this is treated as a comedy and not a horror. Well, he can get lost. I'm not interested in helping him out. I don't want to mess with a machine called a Cell Separator. Well, the game's gonna pull a but thou must on us, so we have no choice but to help him. Besides, if we help him, we can actually progress with the story. Well, seriously, a Cell Separator. Why would you even... I mean, that's just slightly better than a disintegrator. Yeehaw, thanks, bud. Yeah, you do owe me one, bud. No, I didn't come to see your collection. I want cash. Cold, hard cash. And so he gives us a ticket to a party on a boat. I wanted cash, but this'll do. This time. Only because it's a fancy party that's hard to get into. And if you leave and go right back in, you can see some of his collection. Which I will. As the 4 Pokemon he shows us are Eevee and its 3 evolutions. See, Eevee is unique in that, depending on what type of special stone you give it to it, it'll just evolve into one of these 3 things. Spoilers, Eevee is my favorite Pokemon. Just period, end of story, Eevee is. And I like every single evolution. So you can imagine that I'll be using one of those later when I get the Eevee. And since I'm using Blastoise, that means Vaporeon is out, meaning it's either Jolteon or Flareon. And who am I kidding? This is Gen 1. Why would I use Flareon? So yeah, it's Jolteon. Spoilers. Jolteon will be added to my team later. And it's the most boring Pokemon in the game. It's just so good at doing one thing that, But hey, the cop has moved. Alright, let's go to the Poké Center and, see what's in this house. After all, there's nothing else really to do in town. There's no way out. Maybe they'll know a way out. I don't know. I'm seeing if he says anything new, and he doesn't. Dude, he's in the backyard. Okay? Ma'am, the robber's in the backyard. And stop making bad puns. It's terrible of you. Those miserable rockets. He's in the backyard. He's in the backyard. Sir, your wife made a terrible pun. You need to divorce her now. He's in the backyard. And now he's gonna yell at us. Hey, stay out. This is not your yard. Oh, I don't believe you. Just let me... Oh. Dude, you could have gotten away with it. You know, I don't care that you stole it. I don't give a damn. They're too stupid to come out back and see you here. But no. You decided to get uppity. You decided to attack me, and now I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, people in the Pokemon universe, I tell ya. Still, he has a Drowsy. This is probably the... I don't know if it's the hardest thing we've run into yet. I think, technically speaking, Misty's Starmie is the hardest thing we've run into. I think that would be my vote. But I'm not sure entirely on that. Regardless, he returns the item he stole and promptly leaves. Once again, sir, you could have gotten away with it. Oh well, let's give it back to this guy who figures what's lost is lost and decided to teach Diglett how to dig on its own. Okay, fine. You know what? I hate this city. I'm out of here. Never coming back. For a couple minutes, anyway. Who's ready for an awkward save point moment? This was at this point, there was something I needed to do, but I had realized it had been a while since I'd actually saved and wanted to take a break, so I came all the way down here to do that. So, here's the daycare if you need to know. And I'll save and I'll exit. But I did take a break.
Darn! We're not gonna make it! Let's speed up!
And I eventually even found what I was looking for. Yep. The other blue version exclusive I wanted on my team. A Meowth. Level 10, of course, because why not? I couldn't get here beforehand, so you might as well reduce the level 2 lower than the area I just came from. I will be grinding this Meowth a little bit, but I had actually done this in the same night that I'd caught and ground the Bellsprout, so I was a little tired of grinding by this moment. So he only actually gets grinded to level 16. This is gonna have some consequences, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it makes it more interesting. I don't know. What do I name him? Well, he's a cat that's supposed to get a lot of crits, so I just made the terrible pun. You need to divorce me. But this is going to be a little bit of a harsh Pokemon for now. Meowth is really weak at the moment. There is an eventual payoff. The name gives it all away. But it's not going to look like it's worth it at first. Just trust me, the payoff is glorious. Might not be the best Pokemon in the game, but he's certainly fun to use. I found, because I'd never used him before, you see. I just knew his stats and his move pool and decided to use him. Right, and as you can see, he's the one that got the Bubble Beam TM. That's gonna be with him for the rest of the game. That's in his ultimate moveset. The final moveset, whatever you want to call it. Well, underground path through into Vermilion. I don't want to go to Vermilion right now. I want to go through Saffron. I hear the shopping's amazing. But this guy's thirsty, and he's not going to let us through because he's thirsty, and the road's closed, but when you get through, you find out there's no real good reason for it, so he's just being a jerk. Yeah, all four of the roads into Saffron City are closed due to all of the guards running a giant extortion ring. Oh, something about Team Rocket as well, but I don't believe him that. Yeah, this is true. There are items on the ground down there that you can find, but I didn't feel like looking for them. You know, I figured I'd just get things moving. We have some more trainers to fight. There aren't many bug Pokemon. Oh, go away. I'm done with bug trainers. Actually, I complain, but the one after this guy, the next one up, he's actually the first competent bug catcher we run across. That, and because Meowth is so weak at the moment, the bug Pokemon are actually, they look better for it. Again, Critty has a payoff. But he's gonna force an unfortunate series of things to happen. As I'm gonna end up using a whole lot of items in battle, just out of the fact that I refuse to go back to the Pokemon Center later. Because I use him a lot and fight with him a lot in the next area against all the trainers just so that I can get him leveled up. Because I was just done grinding. But I refused to go back to the Pokemon Center after every single fight, and yes, he got his ass kicked every single fight. So I started using potions in battle, because I wasn't gonna run back and forth. So forgive me if you don't like items to be used in battle. I know I don't, but with exception. That being a good exception in my mind. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. Well, quit speaking in public then. If you want to have a private conversation, take it home. Let's say you're having a private conversation with that girl over there. Maybe you really should take it home, dude. Unless this is you admitting something to her. Maybe you're coming out. Who knows? Well, don't worry. I won't spread rumors or gossip. Oh, I should love it when they survive with a pixel of health. And all that just because Mega Punch has a missed chance. Like, I used Water Gun because Mega Punch has a missed chance and I figured it would do enough damage. And it just didn't. And so they begin whispering after you beat each of them. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. A little more fair, but you're in public. This Rattata actually, kicks Critty's ass, actually. Watch this. Well, boom! And that was just a tackle. Still, Rattatas are easy. Ah, but we learned Meowth's signature move, Payday. It's not the best move in the world, but it's a really good finisher. Basically, for what it lacks in damage, it makes up for by the fact that every time you hit with it, you'll pick up 2 times Meowth's level and money at the end of the match. So I'll hit this Pikachu with it 3 times. And I don't want to do that math right now. 17's a weird number. 34. That's 34. I'm doing the math as we speak. So, that's 34 coins dropped each time I hit him. And she hates losing. That was 102 picked up from the Payday. Well, now I need to be embarrassed. You saw my basic math skills, or lack thereof, on display. This is the best bug trainer we've run into so far. And I should be ashamed of myself. Because I happened to accidentally, without thinking about it, start with Cubone. Except he has a move that's 4 times effective against Butterfree. and all because he couldn't learn it from the TM in this generation, so I had to breed him elsewhere to get it. Send him from the future. Time travel. Yay! You are too good. Why, thank you, kid. Are my Pokemon weak, or am I just bad? You see, I feel bad now because I think you would have done a little better had I not had what I had. Maybe. Maybe I should feel a little bit like I'm cheating, except I totally played within the rules of the game. I just happened to trade for a Pokemon that I couldn't have possibly had yet, with a move that I wouldn't have possibly had access to. But it's all legal, I promise. Look up Cubone in Gen 2. Cubone has Rock Slide as an egg move in Generation 2. And so I traded it from the future into the past. Something they couldn't have possibly thought of me doing. Maybe that's another reason for the stupid trade mechanic. Who knows? Hold on, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. And I tell ya. At least I thought of pausing this time instead of rudely drinking into the microphone. I'm wearing a headset, so it's just unavoidable. This guy's noteworthy. He has a Raticate that stands out as sometimes being difficult and sometimes not being difficult. But it's the difficulty, the times where it's difficult that made me remember this guy. Some trainers will stick with you more than others. Like that bug catcher. I know he has Butterfree because it's the first time you fight a guy with a Butterfree. This Raticate, I remember. That one bug catcher in the forest with that level 9 Weedle. Yeah, I remember him too. And we're just strictly talking random trainers, not like Blue or any gym leaders or anything like that. Just these trainers sprout out about the road. Well, we're approaching the Pokemon Center, meaning the end of this episode, so I'll see you next time. Have a good day.